Hi YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and today is Tracy's Tuesday Tips, and we are going to be talking about an update on our sales of different YouTube videos that we have shown in the past. So last January, I showed how I was shopping for after Christmas deals and how I purchased some of them. And then in September, I showed another video, and I'm going to show clips of those and put the links below so that you can watch all of it in its entirety if you want to. But I showed how I pulled it all out and I was listing it to send to Amazon FBA. And I've had a lot of subscribers ask whatever happened to them and how did they end up selling and what went on. So I thought it would be a great idea to give it a little update and show you a couple of the hot products. So I think this could be great and educational. It's great for me, to look back. It's always good as a seller to, pay attention to your reports and your inventory, see what sells well, what has a good profit margin, so that you can always be adding that to your list of what to look for when you're outsourcing. So I hope today's video is helpful to you. And if it is, please subscribe and comment below. And here we go. Okay, so here we are on the YouTube channel, and I'm going to start with this one. This was Tracy's Tuesday Tip, Seasonal and Holiday Shopping for eBay and Amazon FBA. I did this one last January, so exactly a year ago from this video. And in that you see me shopping at Kroger's, and I see the Christmas section, so I take advantage of the after Christmas sales. And I bought a lot of these command clips. I cleared them out. I bought every one that there was on the shelf, and I'm really glad I did because I completely sold out at a really great margin. So I do want to talk about this one today. And also, this is the Hot Wheels video, and I will put links to all of these below. But you can see where I purchased the Hot Wheels and then where I listed the Hot Wheels, and we are going to be talking about the update on the Hot Wheels as well. And then in this video, this was in September, I believe. Yeah, September 22nd. And this is when I listed all the Christmas stuff that I had purchased in the earlier months to sell, and I just kind of stored them in a box. You can list them right away if you want on Amazon FBA. I had chosen to hold on to them and then list them all in September, and it worked fine for me either way. But this is the video where you see me listing those. And now we are going to talk about the sales.
On FBA, but the net profit is $28. And as you can see, it's $1.79.
So as you can see, it was $1.79 to purchase these. But Amazon, as usual, coming in very low and putting it to $6.69. But I'm not worried. Okay, so that was the clip where I was listing the clips, the command clips for the lights. And here you saw which I think this is totally interesting, because here you saw when I went to list it at Kroger's and I was scanning it, my scanning app was telling me that we were going to make a $28 profit per pack, which seems really extreme, and I was really excited because we were buying like 50 packs. But then when I went to list them several months later, so this is from January now to September, Amazon had them listed for $6.69, which is way, way, way lower, but I only paid $1.79. I wasn't worried when I listed them, and then this is the final tally. I ended up selling them for over $9 a piece, which is better than the Amazon one, but substantially less than I thought I was going to list them for in January. And that happens a lot. If you have experience with reselling, I'm sure you would agree that when you scan an item, just 2 weeks later, certainly 2 months later, or in this case, 6 months later, the prices, the ranking, everything can change substantially because you're looking at this ebb and flow of real-time sales on thousands and thousands of people. So even a few days can make a difference. So it's really important that when you buy them, you ship them in. Now in this case, we're talking about after Christmas sales to utilize for the following Christmas, so we're not able to do that. A lot of people aren't going to be purchasing Christmas items in May, so we hold on to it. But if we buy it low enough, it still doesn't matter, because I was buying this at 90% off, and I felt confident that I was going to make a good profit, in which I did. So just with the clips alone on that Kroger trip, which took me about 10 minutes, I netted $7.75 profit. I had about 50 clips, so that tallied to $387.50 profit. Okay, so the grand finale for the clips is $298 profit. We had our $387.50 net profit from Amazon, so that's not truly net because this is really the net, but $387.50 profit after Amazon, and then we deducted our cost of goods, which was the 50 clips times $1.79. So we ended up with a grand total of $298 profit on just the clips, and the clips were only one out of many items that I got in that 10-minute shopping trip. So that was really profitable. That's what I was hoping to find this January and did not. Okay, moving on to our second product.
I'm going to show you a video of, and now it's coming time to list these, and I'm going to kind of walk you through
our Amazon Seller Central account, and I am filtering for all of the Hot Wheels that I sold so that we can, gauge how much these went for. Okay, if you remember, we found 200 Hot Wheels on that trip, and I paid 50 cents a piece for them, which meant I spent a total of $100. I found them on Craigslist and went to the house and picked them all up, and they were new in the package. And some of them, most of them were older, not super old, but like 2004, a couple 2010, a couple, older than that, but around that. And out of the 200, I ended up keeping 17 for Christmas for my boys. And here we have it. Out of the 183, you can see I sorted by price. So it starts with the expensive ones down to the least expensive. But this one, and this was this, I don't even know how to pronounce that, special Hot Wheel car. This one I special wrapped because it was showing when I first scanned it as $99. I ended up selling it for $74.99. And that one car practically paid for the whole lot of Hot Wheels that I purchased. But as we browse through here, you can see the ones that are no longer available because they've sold, and you can see the prices. And there's a lot of different prices from, $80 to $8. There's $12.99, $14.99, $4.99, $15, $20, $6.99, $7.50, and so on and so forth. But I'm just going to continue to scroll down. Some are $25, $9, but you can see that I paid 50 cents for it, and this is the actual report from Amazon, and you can see there's another $25 one, $20 one, another $20, $75. Okay, so you can see the prices to get an idea there. Okay, so here's the price breakdown for the Hot Wheels. As we talked about, I had 200 Hot Wheels that I bought for 50 cents, so I paid $100. And out of the 200, I kept 17 for personal use, which meant I could list 183 in the warehouses. And of the 183, I sold 146, so I still have some in the warehouses. And the profit, according to the reports, is $1,898. So that averaged out to what, $13-ish per Hot Wheels. And of that, I had to pay $559 in Amazon fees and shipping, minus the original $100 cost of goods, meant that my total is $1,898 minus $659. And that means I cleared $1,239. net profit. So that is great. And I also still have Hot Wheels that I can sell. So as you can see, I now love Hot Wheels, and that was my first experience with them. So I didn't really know if it was going to work or not work, but I knew at 50 cents and just using my scanning app on my phone that I felt really confident that even if it took a while to sell, that they would sell and that it would sell for a pretty good profit, which it did. And one kind of side tip I'd like to mention is you really do make your money when you're buying an item, not when an item sells. And that's in many business books. That's like not some science I came up with, but it's absolutely true. And if you've been reselling for any time, again, you probably realize that because when you're purchasing items at 90% off, you know, the odds are in your favor that you're going to be able to turn a profit on that product, even if it doesn't turn the profit that you originally thought, like the clips didn't for me, or if it takes a while to sell, you know, like the Hot Wheels, I've been selling these now for 3 months and they're still not all the way sold. My profit margin is still terrific, even accounting all those factors, because I purchased them at such a low price. And so I'm always looking for that. And now, of course, I will always be looking for those clips in Hot Wheels, because as you find items that work, you add it to what you're sourcing for and what you're looking for when you're out there sourcing. So I hope this was helpful to you today. It's great to go back and look. Of course, I do this every so often, but to do a video about it really makes me, you know, think more in depth. So I appreciate the opportunity to do this with you today. And if it was helpful, please go ahead and subscribe and comment below, because I love to hear from you guys. And I will see you next video. Bye.